Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Podcast, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
What a week for stocks, and that means it's time to look at stocks on the move this Monday. We're joined now by Lisa Mateo. Lisa, what do you
It's tough after the weekend. I know. We're getting back in the groove. We're going to start with Nvidia. Shares have been off more than 1% before the bell. The reason why it's this report from the Wall Street Journal, they're saying Huawei Technologies is approaching some Chinese tech companies about testing its new chip. It's called Ascend 910D. The company's scheduled to receive the first batch of samples as early as next month, but it's still in the early stages, right? The number of tests have to be done before it's ready for customers. But the thing is that they're hoping that this is going to be more powerful than Nvidia's H100. So that's why Nvidia shares are a little bit off this morning. But it really points to that power of China's semiconductor industry to kind of bounce back, because there's been a lot of efforts, as we know, by Washington to affect it. So.
And there's the electric vehicle story as well.
Yes, Tesla.
I mean, they're just getting it. Am I right? They're just getting it done.
Yeah, this is Tesla. Well, the shares have been up as much as 1% this morning. The reason why this story out about Tesla is that it's raising prices in Canada and has its Canadian website actually encouraging buyers to purchase its pre-tariff inventory. So over the weekend, they had this banner that even read, "Explore pre-tariff priced inventory while supplies last," which is pretty smart. But how much higher are we talking about, right? How much higher? So the cost to Canadian buyers for new orders of certain models like this all-wheel drive Cybertruck, as much as 22% higher. That's the difference. You can go on its website. You have the sticker price of that long-range Model 3 car. That was listed as nearly about 80,000 Canadian dollars for a new order. But when you look at that same 2025 model year vehicle already in inventory, that's being offered for nearly 70,000 Canadian dollars. So you see about the 10,000 Canadian dollar difference there in prices. So that's as far as Tesla. But if we go to the food delivery space, which, Paul, I know you're a fan of the DoorDash, so are your children. But we'll start with British food delivery company Deliveroo. Okay, their shares have been up as much as 18% in London because it received a cash offer from DoorDash. And that offered valued Deliveroo at about $3.6 billion. And I didn't even realize that Amazon is Deliveroo's largest shareholder, has about 14% stake in the company, okay. But they're saying it's not likely to offer a counterbid for it.
30 seconds. Is our kids' addiction to this stuff their fault or our fault?
It's our fault for allowing them, but you could be like Sweeney and cut him off.
Yeah, my number 4 is currently today cut off for a couple of days because he put a DoorDash charge on the card, which we've already agreed is a non-starter. But he faltered there a little bit. And I said, get up. Go walk to the McDonald's or the Jersey, whatever it is. You're not buying a $15 order and then the delivery charge is $15. We don't do that.
Out on YouTube live chat, let me know. Is this just me, Lisa, and Paul, and our lame lives?
It is. No, because my daughter's friends eat at our house for lunch because we live next to the high school. And there are DoorDash orders in my garbage can every time from their wrappers. And they all order DoorDash for lunch at my house at lunchtime. I don't understand. They can't walk.
The Stock Movers Podcast from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.